You played a couple of 100 first-grade games. You played Origin. You played for Australia.
18
and the highlight of your
times.
career is you bloody met Peter Andre. So have a good look at yourself.
Mate, Peter Andre, you know how successful
What's
that
his
guy
song?
Mysterious.
He had the
Mysterious
abs,
girl.
Yeah,
like
that's
mine.
right.
Yeah. Okay, you two geniuses. Best NRL buy of 2022. Knock yourselves out.
Mate, I'm going to go Nicho Hynes. I think he's pushed the Sharks right up to the top of the table.
Surprise,
Had such
surprise.
An influence.
A back.
Yeah.
Picking a back.
A glory stealer going for a back. No, keep going,
Shame.
please.
Mate, he's done the job. He's changed the culture of the club, I think, and what he's done there is really good job. I think he's easily the buy of the season.
It's Dale Finucane because nothing gets done at the Sharks unless that bloke's going forward. And I know he coat-hanged a couple of people, which I loved, but he's changed the culture of that forward pack. He's come in with this energy, and mate, we underestimate the power of good forwards in this day, because all these other guys, they just get the glory. Like, I don't want to say his career was great, but I'm just saying he finished off. No one ever mentioned the hard work. He finished off. He put the ball over the line. That was it.
Well, if I could...
But he had a good career. Saying that,
Jace, I have to say, mate, you're a bigger imposter than him, because you pick a bloke that plays for Cronulla and you played for Cronulla. Can I raise the name Adam Reynolds? Although the Broncos didn't make the finals.
Although, that's a big although.
Yeah, it is a big although. But he's turned the joint around. He's still in the top 10 point scorers. We've even heard Broncos players say he virtually coaches the side. And you've only got to look at how much Souths miss him.
Hello. What did they finish? 10th?
You're missing the
No,
point, Jason.
that's a big point.
It's a massive
picking
point.
a bloke that's they've got Dale Finucane in the team and Wade Graham in the team. Don't pick the team you played for.
He was going great guns, but, something happened there. Is it the fact that maybe that they could be relying too heavily on him, not looking to Kevy? And Kevy, I love Kevy.
I don't know how they missed out on the 8, because I thought they were going to finish in the top 4.
Yeah,
Nevertheless, they did. But I wonder where the Rabbitohs would be if he was still playing for Souths. I've got to go with Adam Reynolds.
The Bunnies are still in the finals, Maroon. So, mate, I think he's gone there, and I think he applies the polish to what they do, and it obviously gives confidence to a lot of other guys there. And as we said, whether he's not coaching the team, but he has a big impact on that. But the fact they don't make the finals, mate, he's not in the signing of the year.
You can't. You mentioned someone else, can you?
Mate, look, a bloke from Corrimal, the most famous person to come out of Corrimal, you general, and you've gone with Nicho Hynes. He's playing behind that pack of forwards. I could play half-back or 5'8" behind that.
That's debatable. And plus also, he's a good-looking bloke. I'm very comfortable to say, not only is he a great player, but he's a very good-looking bloke.
But can I say that? Because I got to meet him the other day, and E.T. was right next to him, and I got to say, he doesn't hold a candle to E.T. E.T. he's in another level.
Yeah.
E.T.'s like the old supermodels. Everyone's saying they're a supermodel these days, all these Instagram. They're not. But like Naomi Campbell, she was. E.T. was. I don't want to look. I'm no wall painting. I was runner-up Cloud Bachelor of the Year 2005, beat Chris Hemsworth that year. But I'm just saying, I haven't got a platform to talk about it, but I'm just saying.
Look, I wondered how long I could keep you two palookas on track. We started about talking about the best buys of 2022. Somehow we've got onto the best good-looking sorts of 2022. Let's just go with Adam Reynolds and leave it at that.
Adam Reynolds out of the equation, didn't make the top 8. And your mate, good-looking Nicho Hynes, but doesn't do the hard work like my man, Dale Finucane. Let's leave it at that. Are we happy?
But how much hard work does he do? Forwards play half a game.
Yes.
So how much impact does he have on the actual game?
We're that good. That's all we need to do. That's all we need to do.
Mate, I heard Dale Finucane singing and playing his guitar, and let me tell you, it's the only time I ever wished I was deaf. So let's just leave it at Adam Reynolds and leave it there. Well, legends, the grand final is coming up. I'm talking about halftime entertainment. General, they can always do with some new ideas in this particular area of rugby league.
They definitely can, Maroon. And I like the idea of having maybe a kick competition, goal kicking competition, where you can set up some legends. Like imagine Hasem or JT kicking against the best kickers in the game now, and maybe raising some money for charity. I think that'd be a great idea.
I think that's as boring as bad. I've got to be sorry, I'm not allowed to swear on that. I'm just saying, like, please, we've had enough of Hasem. How long did he play?
He did play a long time.
Everyone was going, that's enough
All right,
already.
what's your idea?
That's
What
enough
are you
already.
tossing
I want
up?
to go back to the basics with a bit of a twist. Like in the grand final back in 1993 when I was playing with the Glorious Dragons, we had Peter Andre,
Oh, yeah.
the Greek god, at the grand final breakfast, and The Broncos were up on stage, the Saints were up on stage, and Mark Coyne, our captain, said, "Where's Steve-O?" I'm backstage. I'm chewing off Peter Andre's ear, talking to his backup dancers and all that. I was single at the time, wasn't a Christian, so obviously I was taking advantage of stuff. But it led to a lifelong friendship. Admittedly, he hasn't called me in 20 years, but I've changed my number. So I think that kind of entertainment, but with a twist, because we mentioned Dale Finucane and his lovely voice. We get him. We get someone, because we know Sharks aren't going to be there grand final day. So we get him there. And there's a lot of entertainers in rugby league, so we get some of the players to do it. And it's cheaper.
Yeah. Well,
which is good for a Greek.
You know I love you both like you're my brother. I've known you both for many, many decades. Let me say, first thing, here's your problem. Now, this is your problem. It goes way beyond this.
One of my problems.
Yeah, it goes way beyond what we're trying to do today. You played a couple of 100 first-grade games. You played Origin. You played for Australia. And the highlight of your career is you bloody met Peter Andre. So have a good look at yourself.
Mate, Peter Andre, you know how successful
What's
that
his
guy
song? Mysterious Girl?
He had the
Mysterious
abs,
Girl.
Yeah,
like
that's
mine.
right.
Yeah.
He's like up there with the bees. There's Wham, there's Queen, there's Peter Andre, as far as I'm concerned.
Now you're comparing Peter Andre with Queen. And you, I don't know how long it's been since you've been to a football game, but they do that about every week at every game. So let me give you something completely different. See, when you're asked to bring ideas to the table, try and bring new ones. What about this? An exhibition rugby league game, all the fathers of current NRL players. So you could have Matty Johns, you could have Ivan Cleary, you could have Shane Flanagan, right? There's just three for starters. You could have these guys. Then you could have famous uncles in there. You could throw in Joey Johns. You could throw in Ben Elias. That's one team versus NRL twins, current or retired. You got the Saifidi boys, the Morris boys. You could throw in a team of twins and a team of uncles and dads. And now you've got something to people to look at. Don't look at me like that. That's an idea that I've thought about.
That's what's concerning. I've seen your notes. You wrote pages about this.
I did.
Yes,
I did.
I've got two issues with this. I can't believe you give me such a hard time. Like, first of all, how long is halftime? How long does this game go for, Maroon?
Yes, right.
Second of all, none of those blokes can walk anymore. Like, mate, I'm younger than I'm like, there's no way I want to play footy again, especially on grand final day and embarrass myself. Like, that is ridiculous.
No,
You think
it's
my
not,
idea is ridiculous.
And he might have heart problems, as we were talking about.
earlier.
This is exclusive for this. Exclusive for that.
Hey, just go and get yourselves checked. Hey,
My
my heart's fine. Just go and get yourself checked. Be on the safe side.
Right. Well, I have thought about what he says. Okay, so I'm thinking about particularly the dads and the uncles team. We do a deal with Reynolds, so straight after the game they can jump into a Reynolds bath. And the fact that they're older, we play 10 minutes before kickoff and 10 minutes at halftime. The uncles and the dads versus the twins. It'll take off like Origin.
I think Reynolds went out with Warren Boland and Johnny Peard in the ABC commentary.
No, I don't think
Reynolds is around anymore.
Mate, I just jumped out of a Reynolds bar.
Well, thinking about saving money for the NRL, you know how much the medical bills would be after that game for the NRL? It's going to the millions. That's ridiculous.
Listen, don't worry about what I think of. Just bring some original ideas to the table. Don't rehash something that they do at every bloody game, junior, senior, every gala, every knockout, every week of the year.
I've never seen a kicking contest between an NRL legend and a current goal kicker for raising money. I've never seen it.
There's a reason you've never seen it, because it's a dud idea. So let's just go. Let's all agree that it's Peter Andre and Dale Finucane.
Let's all
agree.
agree.
They could do that duet.
Oh, God.